What's going on, Tao? How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I got you something.
Oh shit. All right. Oh, hell yeah. Thank
There you are.
you.
You know, breakfast for champions.
Yeah. Holy shit. I think I saw you the other day working the stall, but I wasn't so sure.
I mean, yeah, being gone for such a long time. I think almost a year. I've been out of Los Santos, so I figured, you know what? I met up with Jordan. He owns a store there, and I was like, sounds like a good opportunity to meet some new and old faces that way.
Mm.
Plus,
Yeah.
it's good fucking money. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not bad. I'm surprised how much people ignore the stalls. Like I ended up using state funds to buy the hot dog place just about a month ago, and I've gauge running it now, and the place is running like 14 hours a day or something, and everyone's eating good. Why get in a fucking truck, move shit around when you can socialize and get paid for it?
No, exactly. Like I've met up so many old friends and like a bunch of new friends as well there. For about, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 days, averaging about, I don't know, 2 hours a day, 2.5 hours maybe. I've made about $220,000.
Jesus, all right.
Yeah, which you have to imagine me not being here for a whole fucking year when the house I originally lived in costed 220. I made that in less than a week. That's fucking insane.
Oh my god, you're not wrong.
But at the same time, I've found out that, well, money is good, but everything else costs like fucking tenfold nowadays. So
oh my god, there's a big discrepancy in I mean, my house was also 220, I think, over on Covenant.
Yeah, we were the crew I was in had a house in on Fudge Lane on the end there. It was a decent sized house, like fucking 2.5, 3 stories, with the basement. So, but yeah, I've been told nowadays getting a house like that probably costs like $3 million or something, which is insane.
It does. There's very little of it, and some people are sitting on dozens. Jamestown, some guy owns like 15 properties. I don't think he's eating a lick of food. But we're working on it. We're like we have property records, so we're just waiting to see when this guy stops paying for it, and then we're just gonna scoop it all up and then resell it.
Not gonna lie, that was one of the reasons I called you. Obviously, catching up because we've known each other for a while, and damn, you've moved up, man. Like I remember trying to start Los Santos Customs, getting that shit running, and now you've been the fucking mayor for what, three whole fucking why am I brain farting?
About 9 months. Yeah.
9 months. Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, I just couldn't have enough, man. Like it was, I started practicing. Like I took a. You heard what happened, right? What happened with LSC? I don't know if the word ever fully went around.
I don't think so. I might have had to. I might have been gone by the time it happened. Whatever happened, maybe. I vaguely remember now this time.
I had our. Do you know how so Eve used to work with us, right?
Yeah.
And so Eve had beef with Max's like Secretary of State or something. I don't know, because they're like sisters-in-laws. Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, and I guess they had some beef or whatever. And so I had my meeting with Max, and he's asking me what's going on with mechanics and shit, and like people can't get repairs and material. So I gave him a whole breakdown of what's going on, right?
Mm.
And it was like, according to him, it was the first time anyone actually explained it to him. Because, there's people that can be mechanics, and then there's people that understand how the shit works, like, business-wise.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking over here, like, all right, we're gonna become the first, like, mechanic business. We had all those people working for us. Shit was good. And then at the end of the meeting, he goes, "Oh, who are your investors?" And I gave him, like, I looked at my list and I started naming them off. And he goes, "Oh, you didn't mention Eve. Why are you hiding that from me?" And I go,
Huh?
"Yeah." I'm like, "Excuse me?" I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about. She's not an investor." And he's like, "Yes, she is." And I'm like, "No, she's not." And he, based on that, ended up denying it. So,
That's
yeah,
that's fucked.
it was pretty fucked. So I honestly, after that, I was just like, "Yo, fuck this shit." You know what I mean? Like, but I came back a couple months later. I was like, might as well practice some law. And then, one thing led to another. I realized, the city needed someone to protect it from, authoritarianism. And unfortunately,
From that type of shit.
from that type of shit, exactly. But unfortunately, that mentality has not bled its way over the DOJ. But that's a whole nother fucking story.
Oh yeah, I've been hearing I've been back for about maybe week and a half at this point. Yeah, I've been hearing some murmurs about the DOJ doing kind of things on their own and just trying to. And I feel like they're just spinning the wheel and like whatever it lands on, they kind of just push that shit.
Yeah,
seems like.
Yeah, more or less. But we've survived. It's like I can't really complain. I like myself a challenge, because if there's no challenge, life gets boring.
No, I feel that. That's like since I've been back, I've had some friends reach over to me and be like, "Hey, Tao, welcome back. Let me give you this shit. Let me give you that shit." I'm like, no. It's not fun that way. Let me work for it. If I can't work for it and get myself up to that point again, it just defeats the fucking purpose. It just makes life boring.
You're not wrong. Jesus.
Bane.
I
To be a
do.
lifer.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, still the only lifer that was ever released out for good behavior. Like his sentence was lowered.
He worked at LSC with us.
Yeah. But I used to live with him, right? Him, Bucky.
Wait.
Charlie. Charlie obviously used to also sell materials to the shop. Matthews, and them. And recently I discovered Baines came back to Los Santos as well. But he took it a lot worse than I did when he discovered that the house we had, everything we had, has been repossessed. Because I guess pretty much at the same time, all of us kind of went away. And there was only one person left, and I think he moved because that territory was being overrun by a gang causing trouble or whatever. So he moved the house and he sold it because he moved on, basically found a new crew, which we don't blame him. But when Bane found out, he couldn't take it. He couldn't just process the fact that it took so long to readjust to society, and then everything he worked for was now gone. So what this motherfucker's been doing, he's been breaking back into fucking jail and just living there as a lifer.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So I've been trying to look out for him. I've been visiting him, from time to time, just to see what's up, just to make sure he's, sane. Well, he never truly was sane, to be fair, but just he's not been pushed over the edge at least.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I think Bane is a lot more sane than a lot of people nowadays.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Fucking working at the food stall is kind of like being in the movie Jumanji sometimes.
That's a good way to fucking put it.
The fucking you just sit there, you're just brewing coffee, waiting for customers, and all of a sudden, like someone rolls the dice, and the fucking oddest thing just happens in front of your eyes for no particular reason. So yeah, I definitely believe what you say. Bane is definitely a lot more sane than the people I've met.
Jesus fucking Christ! Oh my God.
Um, Listen, I hate beating around the bush. I've been told, obviously, you as a mayor, you've had this campaign about houses, where you're essentially buying up
Mm,
properties to potentially give back to people that don't have houses, like people who haven't owned houses yet.
mm.
So I wanted to inquire about that because technically I've never owned a house. I lived in one, but it wasn't in my name. And I'm thinking if I could get a house, maybe I could, get convinced Bane to, get out of prison again. Live as normal human being once more.
I'm gonna see what I can do. I've got 2 properties right now that are supposed to go up for auction.
Oh,
And I'm also trying to pick up some more this week. So I'm gonna put you on that short list. And
hey, I appreciate that.
it's gonna be expensive, but like we'll find a way to make it work.
How? So I'm guessing the bidding is gonna be around the same pricing as what the houses go for now in the
They're
market.
probably gonna be 1.5 to 2.5 if I'm gonna be honest.
1.5 to 2.5. Oof, okay.
Yeah. But I'm sure we can work something out. And hey, listen, Tao, we've known each other for a minute. And
Yeah.
let's make our way over to the There's I mean, Tao, you know the shit I used to do a long time back.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um
I've been considering options into getting into more lucrative businesses again. But I
yeah.
was thinking for the time being, I'm more or less a brand new citizen to the city.
Yeah.
Keep a low profile for now. Work at the food stall.
Yeah.
People meet me there. Know, oh, that's Tal that works at the at the coffee shop. And don't raise any suspicion yet.
I
Then when
can
the opportunity arises,
I can make sure I can send some work your way and that the pay is good.
Okay,
It's
I
hard to
appreciate
find
that.
people with a subtle touch, you know what I mean?
I believe that. I believe that.
And also to avoid beating around the bush, we are talking terrorism.
Damn. Okay. Well, I mean, I knew what you used to do, but I feel like this is a step up. But,
Well, I mean,
hey, fuck it.
I
If it
mean,
pays-
that's where it could end up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not planting any bombs anytime soon, but we're talking about like movement of merchandise, this, that, and the third.
Oh, I see.
Cash, that
Okay.
kind of thing.
Alright. I mean, fuck it. At this point, yeah. If it's money I need at the moment. It's money what makes the world go around, unfortunately.
Okay.
And at least I'm not a fucking idiot. to put
No.
it bluntly.
No, of course not. I'd say like how and who you work with. Mum's the word, but like just my me being the contact, they don't need to know this. You know what I mean?
No, that goes beyond said. You don't have to mention that. That
All right.
comes by default, I imagine.
Oh yeah. So it's good to fucking see you back. Who else is it? Have you seen anyone else around trying to show their face again?
Old faces.
Oh, you never
I don't
know.
think.
You know?
I mean, I might have met someone, but that you might have known also, but I wouldn't be sure. I just know I've met some of the people that we both of us know that have been in the city for a while. Tony, for example, his racing crew is back up as well.
That's been flourishing. That has
seems so,
actually
yeah.
been flourishing. Yeah.
Seems like it. I don't know who else, but yeah, I've met. I know what fucking I find really fucking strange at the moment. I've been obviously going around like speaking to different people I knew. I find it fucking strange. Well, strange and I guess it's both a bad and a good feeling seeing how many new gangs and crews are out there, and like they're scattered around the whole fucking island. Like I
There,
find it weird. I go down to Grove Street and you don't see fucking green or purple. You just see the fucking what are they called? Manor instead.
Saints.
Right? Or
Oh
the Saints
yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Manor is down in Grove Street. Saints are on Forum Drive. There's Fudge Lane. I think that used to be Hades, right? Or no, it was
That's what I've
Company,
been told.
right? Now it's
Hades?
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Hades is in Vespucci. They took over BBMC.
Yeah,
compound.
yeah. I was told that's fucking
Yeah.
insane. I never thought I saw the day that the BBMC would end their chapter in Los Santos.
But you know, it is San Andreas after all. I think the reality is a lot of the infrastructure slowly collapsing. PD is crazier than ever. You know, it's it's what happens, right? Economic experiment.
Yeah, yeah.
But hey, all right.
Interesting. It's because I've been talking obviously with Jordan, who hired me. He's part of Hydra, so I've been like kind of chatting to him about stuff, and it seemed like it's pretty hard nowadays to well, basically if you're fresh, it's almost impossible to start something of your own. Like you're more or less destined to or forced to have to join an existing crew if you want to do something with your rifle.
That is true. There's some and that's kind of what I'm hoping to change. I know that's not exactly the place of a mayor, but I recognize something I think a lot of people in my position, like, in the government don't recognize, right? Because the cops are always going to think about cop things. DOJ is always going to think about their lens. But there's a reality. If criminal organizations cannot thrive and new ones cannot, cannot establish themselves, the entire system collapses. San Andreas always and forever will run on an economy run by criminals. And if you try to take that away or make their life tough, it all crumbles.
I believe that.
Yeah. So
I mean, yeah. No, as you said, it's not really a mayor should be looking into as just by the sort of description of the job isn't really that, but at the same time it sort of is, because the mayor is supposed to look after the city, and if the mayor knows what if he knows their shit or her shit, that's definitely something to consider.
yeah.
Like, yeah, crime's bad. You don't want people getting hurt and shit being stolen and robbed and whatever. But at the end of the day, that's what makes the city run.
Yep. Very true.
Because a lot of the legal goods, to call them, are being purchased by people who make their money from crime.
Well,
So if those motherfuckers don't have money, or if they stop buying shit for whatever reason, that also means the legal businesses will also collapse. If the criminals stop doing their shit, the cops ain't gonna be doing any arrests. They're gonna stop getting paid as well. So,
Jesus. Yeah.
or they're gonna get fired, because there's no point for having a big force if there's not crime happening, right?
Yeah. No, that's exactly it. I mean, that's how the cops get paid right now. Every arrest, that's how they get their paycheck. It's crazy. But, hey, Tao, I got a couple things I got to take care of before Tsunami hits in about an hour.
All right.
But I will stay in touch in regards to the property, and as as that work shores up, I'm gonna give you a call. Probably start small or whatever. But I got to talk to let's just say my contact that's gonna be sending the work your way. And
Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna go chat up to Bane and tell him that there's opportunities arising that would definitely benefit him not being rocked up there. He's a smart egg as well. Definitely could use them, and that should hopefully give him the spark to find meaning to life again.
I have a feeling.
If anything, Are you? I've been told obviously you're this is like your third term. Are you gonna be running for a fourth term?
I don't think I got the energy left in me, to be honest.
I was gonna say it could be a good campaign. You know, mayor helped reestablish a life back into society type thing.
No, honestly, I think if I, I don't even need the campaign anymore. It seems. I think
No,
yeah,
fair.
yeah.
I've been hearing things about. Apparently, I was surprised to see that the island is split into two now. You know, Blaine County and Los Santos.
Oh my God, what a shit show! It's a great
And I've
idea,
been
but
hearing shit about this new mayor in Blaine County. I hope it's not true because it's fucking insane.
wait, what did you hear?
And what she plans to do with the funds for Blaine County.
Oh my God, is she telling everybody? Yeah, she's planning to dump all the money out.
Yeah, I don't know. A person told me. I don't know how they found out, but
Well, everyone knows it's not a. She likes to talk a lot. Like,
I see,
I see. So
yeah, that's probably if you plan to do that, you probably shouldn't be fucking saying it left and fucking right. Honestly, if it's really fucking me, that she's obviously talking way too much. I gotta say that.
Oh Lord! All right.
That's
oh
crazy,
shit!
Okay. All right, well, I'll let you do your thing. I can imagine you're a very fucking busy man in the position you are. It was good catching up, definitely.
Hey, likewise.
I'll wait to hear from you.
All right. You take care, brother.
And you as well.
Oh man, that's crazy. I saw Flippy's awake, so let's give him a call.